Ford.
So it's some growing shit now. It's been around for centuries, I'm sure. It's probably just been, maybe the people that do it are in it or whatever, may have created an organization, because it's like everything is being organized now. I think, you know what I mean? And I always fuck the name up when I try to say it.
Little pockets of shit.
Right.
That, you know, that motherfuckers, common motherfuckers don't know, but shit is going down.
So the shit called, what you call it? You say
Polyamory.
Polyamory. Amory?
Yeah.
Right. You know, to me,
explain to what it is.
I was checking it out. What I got from it is basically people can have multiple relationships. Don't quote me, but that's what I got from it when I was researching it. Like and then I also seen that it was more levels to it, like 4 levels or so to it, and but different ways that you can conduct it in it. It was kind of a, you know, when you see something and you just look at it for one page or for face value, but then you get to peeling the layers and shit, and you be like, you know, kind of like, wow, you know, this is kind of dope. It's kind of dope if that's something that you could live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but me, I don't know how I would be able to navigate it or something like that. You know what I mean? But if you have it's like a relationship of 2 primaries, I guess, and you can. I just thought it was like being in an open relationship, basically. If you choose to have multiple people or just another significant other or something like that, but those, to my understanding, shouldn't lap unless it's agreed to bring it into the situation and introduce it to the other part of the relationship.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro.
Oh well, that was just me. I was just.
So, I think like if I could have, I don't think this is some shit that you can just jump into. Kind of off subject, but kind of on subject. I remember when somebody linked me into some shit on Facebook, like some real life freak shit. Like these motherfuckers going up hotels and shit, having like parties and motherfuckers just in the motherfucking, just doing whatever the fuck they doing. I'm like, I was fucking mind blown by this shit. Say this shit out loud, fool.
No, I didn't want to interrupt you. Continue.
I was mind blown by this shit. Like,
It's a true story. I was just letting you know. Like, hey, he told me about this shit right here. I want you to go into actual like detail.
No, I'm not doing
Before I do.
Feel free, fool. I'm not personally.
Okay, he had to make some type of delivery to this hotel right there. So he got the store right there and they opened it right there. I mean, everybody, Comic-Con, it's all this freaky shit and everybody got on costumes while they doing it and all that shit right there. So he's like, oh shit, it was like, what, 15 years ago? Oh shit, oh motherfucker right here. And hold on. What's the password? And he's like, huh? You know what I'm saying? He got the password. It's just strictly business and shit. You can't get in none of that shit unless you a part of it. You ain't even in costume,
Freaky
motherfucker.
world out here that the average motherfucker don't know shit about. So, but
they
with
got
that
swinger
said,
parties.
yeah. With that said, like, if I don't think you can just jump off into the shit. Like, you gotta. It seemed to me, at my age, like this ain't no shit that you can just
Force.
You gotta
Or
be
experiment
in,
with.
you gotta fucking know the rules to the shit. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? So if I could have got in early on this shit, I would have tried to rock this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like
It'd have been a whole bunch of unexplained costumes in your closet and shit.
that's just one phase of this
Like a
shit.
turkey. Yeah, what the fuck is this for? All these feathers in your
No, I'm
back.
saying like
Every time he got feathers around,
thinking
every
like-
time we hang out.
Spit them out.
in the height of my
Nastiness.
bachelorism, you know what I'm
Nastiness.
saying? Like it would be nice to have.
You didn't even know
chicks
them.
who are-
You weren't even prepared for it, so you had no
No,
confidence.
that's some other little freak shit. I'm saying like as far as the poly life and shit, which means having which you know, in a way, I was already doing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
But the one female, I seen her talking, and she was like,
no, it ain't just that that's what you doing. It's you found a partner, and this is what y'all are doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's what it is.
You gotta be, you can't force that shit. You gotta be that person. If you're not that person, get the fuck out the way. You gotta be that person. That's what the fuck you do, and you happen to land and run into somebody who's exactly like you, so you're comfortable with it. And there's no argument or no rules. There's rules about it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, don't get your heart up. I should be able to watch. I should be able to look over and watch some nigga just pound the blood out of my girlfriend's face, just bang, you know what I'm saying? And I should be comfortable with that while I'm doing the same thing to this chick over here. Like, that's not for me, so that's why I'm like, fuck that shit. That's not for me.
I can't do it.
That's
Not nobody I care about. But the polyamory shit is a little more.
But this is what I'm saying.
Intimate
like,
than
different. It's different levels of that.
It's
shit.
a little more
I
intimate
believe
than
that
that.
I could have had a girlfriend who may be into another girl, or I believe I could have possibly maintained 2 wives or some shit like that.
Polygamy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying.
See,
like,
that's different than that. That's different than that.
Yeah.
It's whole levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Like-
might
like-
just be in my
Like
wife
what
when
you
we
just
decide
said,
to
with you and the
like
2
the
girls.
swinger shit.
With you and the 2 girls. So is it okay for those 2 girls to go out and fuck different niggas?
I would say,
and bring
Because
them
that's
home?
what the
I would say
polyamory.
yes.
That's what I was about to say about the
I would
the
say
female
yes.
I was listening to. She had a husband and everything, and
Yeah.
said she felt lonely in her marriage, but didn't want to get divorced. She wanted to. So it's more of an emotional connection.
It's a lot of shit.
So it's like it's not necessarily the physical, but if you are physically attracted to the person, the way you're allowed
It's basically like, shit.
to act on it.
I'm a cheater. I am also. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna combine what the fuck we do. We're not gonna hide it. We're gonna do it in
not
each
so
face.
much. You were just, you know what I'm saying, the thought process of being in what the fuck is this shit called? I had it right there. Monogamous
Entanglement.
a monogamous
Entanglement.
relationship. You know what I'm saying? The thought process, that shit ain't really for everybody. If you know what I'm saying, you have a hard time holding shit together, or you know what I'm saying, holding shit down, don't lie to yourself. That's like gay people getting married knowing all along that they gay. Like, don't do that to yourself.
That was happening
If you
for a
are-
long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
you had to hide it.
But
Because
that's what I'm saying.
the laws was not as strict as now. Like, you know, if you openly do that and shit, like, you had motherfucker, you tied a motherfucker to a truck and shit by his feet and you drug him just because he was gay. You had to hide it. You're not going to get a job, you know what I'm saying? Coming in there, remember it was paper applications, so you had to be there.
Boy,
and
you getting
had
all off into the
yeah.
gay shit a little too much. I was just simply drawing a line to say, like, if you live or feel a certain kind of way about yourself, don't fucking, like, if you into multiple people, why would you ruin somebody's life by hiding and playing games and then sneaking over here doing whatever you fucking want to do? It's better to be just open and honest about it. Like,
But that's
I'm into you. If you open and honest about the shit, I'm into you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, I like to move around a little bit. All right, cool. I like to move around a little bit too.
So you find if you can find a motherfucker, or you become.
But this whole like little, you know what I'm saying? It's
I know
motherfuckers is
2
grouped
people
up and
who are
doing
in
this
that
shit.
situation, and you literally don't look at it like that. You literally don't even talk about it like that. It's something that you just fell into. You just meet this chick, y'all
Yeah,
have a
that's
lot of fun
something too.
together and shit, and you like having fun with her more than anybody else and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know that you're not in no relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know that you know she's doing the same goddamn shit, and y'all, you actually seen her at the mall holding the dude's hand.
But
and
that's
shit,
not what
and
this
it's
is.
understandable. You know what I'm saying? But y'all
Yeah,
together.
this shit is out.
Yeah, y'all together in a relationship without saying y'all in a relationship, and next thing you know, like, this is what both of y'all are doing. So it's all right, even if you don't bring your friend with me, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like, she might not want your girl, you know what I'm saying, your other girl to come in and join all of them and shit. She just fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, I do my thing, you do your thing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's levels to the shit, and you get to fucking.
But that's
inside.
still not that. That's more like on the.
Some people are forced
swingers
into
type
it.
shit,
or like some side dude.
Yeah, that's
side
more
No,
like
the
that.
swingers type shit is
but
like,
the poly, say the shit again.
Poly shit. Yeah.
Polyamory.
Yeah. Okay.
That shit
Delivery.
is more
About
it's more-
structure.
that,
more
but it's
structure.
more about it's more emotional. It's the connection. It's about the two primaries connection.
Okay.
It's like, so say if you and your wife, y'all are the primary in your relationship to each other.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all agree, you come to her like, you know, because y'all open to these things.
Mm-hmm.
You come to her, hey, babe, seems a little something. Blase skip. How do you feel about that? And y'all discuss it. And she gives you her consent to seek that situation. Not that you gotta bring that situation home unless
But just that she is
it's open to
totally
it. She's
aware.
open to it as
You ain't
well.
sneaking, you ain't lying,
Right.
and everything is cool with us.
some people
I'm
is
with
like
And that's one level of it.
trapped into that. Some people is just putting up with this shit because they scared to leave the person that they with.
Like
We all know that person. Like, no, that person fucking there, goddamn. Why you still with? And they still with them, knowing that that person is fucking every
Paul,
goddamn
did you
body.
watch-
But no, that's not it. Because that person that's getting fucked on that you saying she's allowed or he allowed to go and have a relationship with somebody
And
else.
why don't
Because
people
some
ever
of
do
them
it?
got relationship with motherfuckers, they don't even have sex with the other motherfucker, or they ain't got there yet, or they go on dates together. The totally different relationship, they don't mix and match and entertain with the primary, the other primary. They might just be who the motherfucker go out with. They go out, and you might got somebody that you go out with. Now, if y'all agree and discuss to come together and make it a bigger situation than it is, then that's one thing. But then the motherfucker who, excuse me, I ain't mean to say motherfucker, but then the other person also that you may be talking to aloud, they might have a boyfriend, girlfriend too, and they're open to the shit, and it's like, so, it's
yeah,
like
that's
they're
what I'm saying.
open
Like,
to it,
it's a whole little lifestyle.
It's a
And
sin.
once
It's a lifestyle.
once you get into the lifestyle, you start meeting
It
other
is.
people who are in the lifestyle. So it's not something like you gotta explain or break the shit all the way down for a motherfucker.
There's
Like,
no good gonna come out of that.
You know that we in the lifestyle, and this is the lifestyle that we.
because somebody will catch feelings.
Yeah.
Pat, that's why it's like, especially the, you know, you meet the chick meet
Like,
the
let's
right
say
dude
you
or
got
vice versa.
let's say you in that shit right there, you know what I'm saying? And there's two chicks that you fuck, one of them get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say the main one that you fuck with, she get pregnant. She's gonna probably expect that bullshit to stop. Okay, we ain't had no kids, we was, you know what I'm saying? She gonna, and then, but can you do that if that's really who you are? You know what
You
I'm saying?
saying the primary, like if it's a
You and your girl, right?
Right.
And y'all pomegranate around and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pomegranate around.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she do what she do, you know what I'm saying? You do what you do, and shit. But let's say she gets pregnant.
by me.
Now, yeah, by you. Now she don't want you out there like that. Come on, we gotta switch up. Come on, we got a family. We got, you know what I'm saying? So do you continue to do this, or you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
gonna fight for it. I'm
that's
like, hey,
what-
hey,
that's what's gonna cause
But
how we gonna change it up now?
But that's what I'm saying. That the point of it, shit, as far as the primaries is me and you. You know what I'm saying? The primary is always gonna be first and foremost, right?
Right. But I just, yeah, the primary, like that's who's you make decisions with. And
If your primary is like, man,
unhappy or
we-
whatever.
we having a kid. Let's, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable doing this shit no more.
I would do that
If
anyway.
that's-
Yeah, you know, because it is time for, in that situation. But it's older motherfuckers than us doing it still, and younger. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
it's
talking
really
about it's a
multiple.
whole fucking world. out
Right,
here.
a whole world like where they got their own bars they go to, their
Yeah,
own.
and that's what I'm saying. So once you're in that lifestyle, like, and you start to kicking with other motherfuckers. And
How do you get invited to
it?
How you get invited to it though?
Hey,
listen.
I was in barber college with a girl. I mean, she would literally just come up and just show everybody pictures of what things she was at like yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then she actually recruited a dude, blew his mind off the planet. And people who know when I say barber college, they're like, "Y'all talking about?" Yes, I'm talking about him. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's a code that you have to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get invited. The people who's a part of it, you get invited, and then plus you can bring people with you. You know what I'm saying? So when you get there, and then you know you knock, you know what I'm saying, and then you say the code, and then you get to come in and just whatever is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, close people out say no, you ain't like, no, not really, not you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But somebody getting something done to him, it just turned him completely out.
My code word would be, I have a code word, it'd be like lambskin. That just means, you know what that means. Straight to the point. Lambskin.
They out here doing shit, man.
Not them stinking ass truck.
So when I got linked into the little Facebook shit, the chick that linked me in was like, okay, we having a party at Blase, and I'm like, okay, like you know what I'm saying? I tried to build up the courage to do the shit, but I never went. I'm like, oh, I deleted that shit. Like, man, that's
But
too
you was
much.
ready to do that one, dress up like Aquaman and shit. And
That was something that I just walked into. But if I start thinking about shit and I gotta fucking work
That
this
was
shit
the
out
younger
in
you.
my fucking mind, like even, well, maybe not so much then. Like, yeah, the younger me is like,
All
what's
in.
popping? But you know what I'm saying? Once I start having to think about shit, like, man, I don't want to be in no fucking position. Start thinking about. I ain't gonna say that, but you start thinking about just different shit, like, man.
He called me immediately, like you hear the door shut behind you. You hear the music.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Like, they got like a whole this world out here. Like,
Man.
this is the fuck.
It is, and I know, like, you know, with how like different things, like how he was saying, like the Comic-Con, like motherfuckers was in Aquaman and Wonder Woman outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, motherfuckers used to look at shit like that, nerdy as hell. Now they freaky parties, like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers be showing up to Comic-Con and shit, and like, you know, a room with 206 is on tonight.
20 years ago when he told me, I don't know, 20 years ago.
It was a little while ago.
And they been doing this probably really freaky naughty now, boy.
Man.
Because motherfuckers, you know, you think all this, motherfuckers would normally think shit like that, or motherfuckers like Lord of the Rings.
That's what I'm
like
saying,
that.
and that's why I don't fit into this shit, because my mind is just fucking blown, and they just more like, you don't really belong here because
Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, because
they shutting you out now.
You doing too much. I'm
Get
like,
your
come
ass out of here.
here. You grab a tail right here. Come here. Like,
Security. It's two giraffes that show up.
They probably call fucking bringing up charges and shit like that. Like,
so, but I think if I could have gotten into the shit sooner, I would consider the shit, man.
I don't know. I could do it, but I wouldn't be able to probably do it with somebody I care
That's
about.
the saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be in a square situation and then try to jump into this shit. No, you got
everything bad that happened out of any of that right
Because
there.
I know
That's what you think, Paul?
Yeah.
that shit. Hey.
Bitches ain't fighting in clubs for no reason.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some
I'm
motherfuckers
sick of this
living
shit. You about to
happy-
leave this
happy-
bitch alone. There you
happy
go right
lives.
now. On spot right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fighting over you. And you like,
Motherfuckers is living happy lives doing this shit.
shoot a motherfucker.
That's
kill
why
a
they.
motherfucker.
So it don't be no fight. They just like fuck it.
This
We
is
just
what
gonna
we
let
You don't
doing.
watch
shit
them
go.
murder investigation shows and shit. You know, the Caucasian Americans, a lot of them, they be them right there. You know, that's
Oh,
what
listen
you.
to you.
Yeah, out
You
there,
fucking
most respectful way on the planet right there. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I found out. Yeah, you just pour a little bit of antifreeze and a Gatorade, and like you don't take the motherfuckers out with that and shit. All because now enough is enough. I told you we was fucking 1 billion people all together that was back then. But you know what I'm saying? Now you gotta get rid of all the kind of keep killing motherfuckers.
God
and shit.
damn, Paul, you so crazy. Giving motherfuckers tips on killing their mate.
Nah,
right
that's
now.
on TV. I ain't come up with that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the
real
murder
life.
investigations.
I just
shows.
watched some shit, motherfucker.
Anything for my man, all kind of shit right
Dude
there.
just killed the girl. The dude told the girl that he cheated on her with another girl. Girl convinced him to kill the girl.
Huh?
They both go to jail for murder.
See, that's some dumb shit.
I'm like, what? Because she was gonna kill the bitch, it was some stupid shit. They both had promising futures and all that shit.
That sounds like anything for my man.
This shit.
I don't know. It was a story. I was watching this shit. I'm like, that's crazy as fuck. But they let that shit go.
That shit fucking.
So they could be in that.
Blow
And
your fucking mind. And shit.
I just figured like to let it go.
Yeah, I was with that.
It's like he was freeing slaves or something. Moses.
Then my hand would have came back like this, like, and I would have looked off into the sun. Go, nigga! Go, you niggas! Hey,
Yeah, so summary on the shit. I'm with it, man. I'm not with it because I ain't into the shit, but if I could have been in the shit, I would be with the shit.
I don't know. I'm at a. I don't know if I could do it. I could do it, but it would have to be like
Going in, you have to go in knowing that this is what the fuck it is.
Oh yeah,
you can't go.
Like today,
you can't go with your chick.
The same shit.
Yeah, you can't go with your chick right now and be like, "This." Is
But
what
I be
do.
asking.
I'm like, nah,
I ask.
nah. I'm like, you gotta go in like
getting a girl.
You meet a chick and she like, "This is what I do. This one." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like,
maybe we should get a
let's rock.
girlfriend. But then I also think about kids in those situations too.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to bring no children.
I want my
No,
children.
you gotta think. See, remember I say I dig deeper than like what most people did. Fuck having kids. First time that bitch missed her period, you as a man is like, I have no fucks to give and shit. Cause you know what's the odds that that's my fucking baby and shit. You know, ain't no how can I the fuck be happy? Cause bitch, you pregnant and you done let 15,000 niggas fuck your ass and shit like
that. Ain't how that shit is. It's
that's how it
kind
will
of
be.
specific.
That's the reality of it. Once she becomes pregnant, are you like, oh, we having a baby? No, is that really how
You supposed to? You gonna know who she's having sex with?
For real?
After time.
For real?
Supposedly.
For real?
That's why you was gonna say, God damn it, that can't be my
That's an
baby.
imaginary thought to have.
I'm gonna
because,
say that anyway.
You know, I know people whose mother, and it's always the mom, who believes that I smoke weed with my kids because, you know, they gonna smoke weed with me. You know what I'm saying? So I know what they smoking. No, you just gave them a permission slip. So even though you gave them that permission slip, you know what I'm saying? You think your kid is gonna call you every time they in the back of some goddamn school building or whatever smoking some weed? No, they gonna think. I'm not gonna tell you every goddamn. Just like how you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You at work, you smash the bitch in the bathroom and shit. You ain't gonna go. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
I told you. What?
So you ain't gonna tell everything. Just like she's not gonna tell everything. You know.
But what I'm saying is, if you actually practice
the maturity of it.
Ain't nothing about being mature when that bitch gets pregnant and you looking at her like,
I think
those is totally different situations though than the rules to the.
Yeah,
what rules that? If I get pregnant, what? Nobody talk. What about if I get pregnant?
You'll be taking those precautions.
We
because
are speaking from the position of ignorance because we really don't know how
Right.
shit go. But I believe
It's just our
like,
opinion.
if I knew, like if I could have got in the game, man, I would have killed the shit. I would have, you know what I'm saying? I probably.
You had a nickname by now.
He had one back then.
Yeah, just nasty to giddy. Just
Nah, I have my, love
the stock would have
I
went
have
down like a
love
motherfucker.
life.
Half of the people had on costumes, so you don't even know what they really look like in real life and shit.
They got their knob over there. The bottom.
Yeah. This is why I got a costume on. This
You got
shit,
a
you a
pretty
whole
mouth.
2.5.
You
do too. Favorite girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you just do.
Yeah.
Sheldon's girlfriend, like, for real.
That's fucking Blossom, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Sheldon's
She's
girlfriend,
smart.
that's a no. Period. And she look like she just don't. She stink under that.
You
clothes.
think?
Yes. I don't
She
think her
funny,
hygiene is
though.
Yeah, you funny, but you not taking clothes off. You be like, nah, tell some more jokes.
She might be. Was she a neuroscientist in real life too? So she might be.
It's a bunch of girls that look like
intellectual.
Napoleon Dynamite. That's what it's gonna be, a bunch of them. And you in heaven, as long as they got on that My Little Pony outfit and shit. You in heaven and shit.
She might look good in the My Little Pony shit.
Shit, fuck that. Chan, that's rolling a dice. And then she get pregnant. I don't believe in abortions.
That is not it. That is something totally different.
Hey, if shit happens like that in regular relationships, shit's going to happen like that triple time in that type of relationship.
Just from our perspective of not really being in the game.
You gotta look at the pros and the cons. You look at the pros.
My homegirl who began to dibble and dabble in the shit, and she would be telling me stories. I'm like, oh my god, what?
Stories to make you want to be a part of it?
Yeah,
Or to
like,
fight away from it?
what? No, to be a part of it, like, huh? What?
Freaking
And she
fantasy.
bad too, man. She bad. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? I just like.
What if there's an initiation, blindfolded, and they lay you down, and you gotta eat 7 pussies, and you don't know what these pussies' faces got on it and shit. Like,
pussy don't got no face.
yes, it fuck it too.
Yeah, if you look at a bitch face to face, fucking her.
I don't care, man. I have pride about myself.
If you hitting a chick
That look
face
like
to
Forrest
face.
Whitaker. Come on now.
Throw
Throw up somewhere.
Forrest Whitaker, man. Leave
That's
my
his
dude
go-to.
alone.
Because if that was a girl that looked like Forrest
Metaphor.
Whitaker, like Biggie Smalls' first baby mom. You ever see her? They look just alike.
I'm gonna Google this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google this
The
shit.
girl in the movie though,
Okay.
she wasn't bad.
Yeah, they wasn't
She ain't look
real.
nothing alike.
Yeah,
Nothing alike. She was just a plus size girl.
Image of Biggie Smalls' baby mama. First one.
Sure. Images of the
She about to have one
notorious
up.
B.I.G.
See, it ain't gonna give you that.
Nah.
She probably gonna
Baby
have on a
mama.
Coochie sweater too.
You,
He was still
my
tapping
God,
baby moms
you,
when
you lightweight, right? But
he still was tapping baby moms when he was with Faith too. Yeah, see,
Yeah, it looked just alike.
there's always that first girl.
She
you
wore
put
a
on
10.5 inch shoes.
That's where he got his stroke from. That's how he learned how to stroke.
So you would eat that pussy? This is disrespectful. God saw
Say
you.
nothing.
God saw you nod.
Oh,
Like I done told
she
you.
look like a linebacker.
I think
I know she got a good heart though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's much more than just appearances to make.
You want to eat a pussy that looks with a face like that and the body for real? But he got a good
I can find
personality.
They got a body like them girls in that picture you sent.
Yeah, and that's what got the whole little shit going. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Big boy.
See, he
listen,
living the life.
Big boy is living his fucking life. You know they eating good. They probably drinking, smoking good. He living
He got
his
2 5s.
fucking best life.
He got 2 5.
Or 2 3s. You know what I'm saying? He living though. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather have 2 3s than
I ain't wanna go that hard.
1 10 though, but.
2 3s.
I
One of them
Man, you see
got one of them got a hygiene
Man,
problem.
okay, I don't know if y'all watched this shit, but
I did.
Listen, at the end he was just smelling like, yo, what was happening? Like, yes, bingo, jackpot. God damn it, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing
No,
wrong
it
with
ain't.
that.
It ain't.
I'm with that shit.
Shit, I guess. I could do it, I couldn't do it. I don't know.
Well, we don't know. We out the game.
We out to loop.
Yeah.
But
In
to
theory,
each his own.
in theory, to each his own. As long as y'all ain't hurting motherfuckers. As long as y'all ain't doing no fucking foul, obscene shit. Live
That's
your
for,
life.
They will.
that's for another room.
Yeah, and
It's a sin, damn it.
probably
Nothing good.
I want to give a shout out. Well, I can't say a shout out. Just a shout out to the parents out here losing children and stuff out here. It's been mass shootings here. A few people have passed. Little Butter. It's just been shit going crazy. Like multiple, almost like too many dudes to name. You know what I mean? Like to sit here and go through them all. You know, but I'm gonna start making sure we mention everybody, past lives and birthdays and shit. You know, we said something last week. Paul Clark did, but you know, just to give love and show people, you know, we straight Columbus like that. You know what I'm saying? And we care about what's going on. You know, it's been a whole bunch of shootings and stuff. Last week it was a shooting on Barnett and Livingston. It was really only a few days ago, and the thing is that I think is a trip. Before we get out of here, that it's just like the dudes are younger and younger. They're not caring about what they're doing, and anybody, everybody, whoever, if you could just give these little dudes, I know they're not listening, but because I know I used to didn't listen, but at some point I started listening, and I think if motherfuckers keep on talking and keep on dropping jewels, at some point they're gonna listen, or somebody will listen.
If you plant the seed, like
Right.
you might not be around when it take root or when you see the full blossom or the fruit from it.
Right.
But you obligated to, at least if you know better, to drop them seeds, man, every chance you get.
Cause they went up in the joint inside the store, there's kids in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, a regular old shooting at some niggas, aiming at the niggas you trying to shoot is one thing, but like just miss.
That's no different than a shooting today, like
Down
in the
at
parking garage,
right
in front of the, the courthouse.
Yeah, I wonder what that shit was about.
But my point is, like what I always say, like it's easy to say, oh, somebody should sit down and talk to you. Ain't no talking nothing. Like you can't talk something when somebody just, kicked in your door, shot up a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Shot up everywhere to rob you.
So,
You got shot in your leg twice. So when
Well, I ain't talking about that.
That's what it starts from. It doesn't start from just out of nowhere. Like I'm bored, let's go shoot some people. It's not that.
No,
simple.
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
Stuff like that, it was created. So by the time you see something happen to somebody, it's off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I came to get you. These other people
wind
are
it down and you taking it up a notch.
No,
all I was saying is, yeah, it may be on site and all that shit. I'm just saying as far as, what I mean, like where the shit, it may have gotten to that point, but from what, like these dudes is young, these niggas ain't getting no money. It's some dudes out here getting some money. It's some young dudes out here getting some money. But the dudes that I know personally that's been down, like that I can say I know they mama or something like that, I'm gonna say out of the 5 dudes that I know they mama and knew them as kids and babies and shit, the niggas wasn't getting no money.
Yeah.
But one, I do know for sure, one was supposed to rob somebody. I understand all this shit.
But it's hard for you to get some money because as soon as you start to make your momentum, you know what I'm saying, somebody just kicked in your shit and robbed you. And then you know who it is. And I'm not gonna call the police, you know what I'm saying? I know who it is. You know how everybody would do, you know what I'm saying? We in the hood, you know what I'm saying? There's a way you take care of this, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is stemming off of you know what I'm saying? Everything is about the dollar. And if I can't get it on my own, I'm going to take yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? And you tried to kill me, you know what I'm saying? In the process. You did not do it. Now I feel I have to. I'm gonna let it go. You know, because he sees you, he gonna get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? So now you gotta get rid of this person first. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is in that underworld now. You know what I'm saying? Like when the mafia was doing it when they came in the 20s, every Italian wasn't on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was that few. Here and now, everybody is on that. That underworld shit. You get more money underground, in the underworld than you do. You know what I'm saying? Working your 9 to 5.
And that goes.
And there's consequences that go with it.
That goes with the shit of the motherfuckers who control things, that make things seem. I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's a place, and it's when it became something that could be popular, it was put into play. But I just saying that shit started at home. The individual starts at home. So that's the mothers and the fathers of these little dudes.
Because like, my mom didn't know I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? My mom did her part. My mom can only be my mom in my face. But a part of us, every last one of us did a lot of shit that we have never. I stole cars, you know what I'm saying? We was boosting clothes when we was 13 and 14, and stolen cars. My mom had no fucking clue. So, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't get that from home. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm saying is at some point, has your mom, I'm just saying like where if you.
Our job as parents is to install morals and values.
And I don't mean it will happen.
Again, if you plant these seeds and you raising your child from birth until adolescence or whenever point this motherfucker decide to get out here and cussing in school at 7 or whatever, if you install these morals and values, they always got to come back to it.
But watch,
if you ask me,
we was installed the value of not speeding, but we still speed. We already know you'll get a ticket if you speed. You'll get a ticket if you run this red light, but we all still will do this. You know what I'm saying? Using drugs and drinking liquor, you know what I'm saying, outside on the street. You know what I'm saying? That's against the law. But we know this, but we still drunk those beers in it. We still smoked our weed. We still did. We still drove without license. So if you're doing that as an adult,
I got pulled
how you
over
gonna,
with Detroit Keep.
you always gonna do the
Drinking
opposite.
a 40 on Whittier, back in the Whittier and Oakwood.
You act like we robots.
Officer,
no,
You know what I'm saying?
what
We're
I'm
not
saying
robots.
is
You can't even
But I'm not
we
saying
didn't
none of
do-
that.
we didn't smoke crack. We didn't
Everything
do
that you-
acid. We didn't go
Who's
hard.
we?
We didn't go.
You
off.
as an individual, because there's a lot of people that start smoking crack at 15 and 16 in our generation.
Yeah. And it was programmed for them to
And
be
it was
smoking it too.
No, it was programmed for them not to. It was like, no, not you. It was shocking that like it was you. Your mama in church. Your mama beat your. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
It was
now it's you.
programmed. If you speaking of another
It's
black
you.
male, yeah, or a black female,
No, that's your adventurous side. That's you as an individual. You are the party goer. You got to sneak out the house because you want to go to Club One and go to Joe's Hole and all that stuff right here. You was sneaking out.
You
Your mom
couldn't
had
be in
no.
Joe's
I
Hole.
ain't talking about me as a person. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like there was a lot of women who was doing that, and then next thing you know, you lying about your age. Now some older dude got you doing powder or no primos. You know what I'm saying? Now that's how you got on it, but you wasn't raised
That
way.
was
You
in
had
the dope
rules.
game.
You was strict. You had all of that right there. Even the Catholic girls, you know, we all know
I'm
Catholic
gonna
girls
leave
are
it
like
alone.
Catholic
Yeah,
girls
yeah.
and priests. Remember we say this about priests? You know what I'm saying? Their daughters be the biggest what? You know what I'm saying? Because you're being suppressed into this life. You know the rules and you know what you was beaten into you. It was talked into you. The values. But as soon as you had that priest dad turn
well,
his
that's
back,
been the wrong way.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
There we go.
Clark. I get it. It's all. I understand all of that.
Yeah, I'm with you, Paul. That's what I was trying to tell him in the core. Like, I'm with you. I understand your perspective, your point of view.
But you can't make it as simple as just
No,
put
no,
the values
Paul,
in them.
that
because
don't
we all
mean-
know.
But all
Now
I'm
me
speaking
keep
on
going.
at this
No, no,
point,
no,
I'm just
no.
speaking for the face value because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we're not going that deep
So
into
what we
it, I was
saying
just
is,
showing some love and just giving motherfuckers a chance to say something to somebody. You know,
Motherfuckers-
start somewhere.
Moms, dads, hug your babies. Let them know they fucking love. You know what I'm saying? People on the outside looking in, drop them seeds. They might never take root. They may grow to fruit in the long run. And say, I remember my man said, or somebody said this or that. You know what I'm saying? Just love your people, man. You know what I'm saying? And always give them some encouraging words or something positive to see.
And it might, it'll work or it might not.
But you gotta do your
But
part.
do your
It
thing.
might not change their life immediately. It might not change their life at all.
Know
Man,
that,
I love y'all.
Know that kids today ain't no different than we was when we was little. So if you would have did something in that situation,
I already unwrapping shit. It's over. You still going? Okay.
Well, this has been the Raw Way Show podcast with Giddy Boy
Yeah.
and nigga Paul Clark and me, Raw Way, aka the Big Homie.
So,
We love y'all, and we'll holler back at y'all when next Monday. Holler at us. Like, comment, subscribe,
follow.
leave a comment. Holler at us. Peace.
Peace. God, take this and put all this shit on it, man. You don't want to fuck with that?
Put all what shit on it?